Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to talk a little bit about who is your client and a few steps to getting paid and actually shooting for your dream clients. So I do ask this question a lot to people in terms of who would you want to shoot for and who are your dream clients? And I feel like the majority of people can't actually answer this question very specifically. And I think a lot of people want to get paid work from their photography, but they don't know where to start. And this is really one of those things that you need to know when you are starting to charge for your work and you're starting to go out there and trying to find clients. This is what you need to know. You need to know who your client is and who you want to shoot for, because at the end of the day, if you don't know that, then you don't really have much direction in where to go for paid work. So this video is really to help you guys find a little bit more direction today with that, and I hope you guys enjoy it and learn something new. So we're going to talk about mainly fashion and commercial work today, and I think the first step would be to break down these categories and actually find where your interest lies specifically with them. So main categories when it comes to fashion photography, for example, will be editorial, commercial, or e-commerce. Editorial is mainly going to be magazine works or cover spreads, things like that, and a lot of that work will potentially be unpaid, or if it is paid, it won't be generally a lot of money. I think that is one misconception that a lot of people tend to find with magazines, that you do get paid for it. A lot of the time you will not get paid for that kind of work. It is more for exposure and getting your name out there. Commercial is where you really do make the majority of your money. So commercial work would be more so campaigns or lookbooks, and this is where a lot of the money can really be with fashion photography. So I would say if you're looking at getting paid work and you're really looking to make a full-time income off of it, this is where you really need to hone your interests and hone your focus into. The other category that I mentioned was e-commerce. Now, e-commerce is more so for websites, for brands' websites. So for example, ASOS would be considered very much e-commerce. A lot of those really simple shots that you see of people against a white wall in clothing, it's really just photographing the clothing and accessories that these brands sell, and it's a very basic style of photography, although it also can pay very well too. It's also a very consistent way of making income, as those shoots tend to be on a weekly basis. Social media content creation is another form that you can really look down now. This is a very new category of fashion photography and where you can make your money from, so that's another way that you can look into is content creation. And then you need to break down those categories even further into your specific genres that you really like of fashion photography. Is it beauty? Is it general fashion, swimwear, accessories, shoes, or lifestyle and athletic wear even? You really need to find out what specific brands are under those categories that you would like to shoot for, and if you are more of a beauty photographer or more of a swimwear photographer or even more of a general fashion photographer, where does your interest really lie there and what would you like to focus on? So once you've figured out where your interest lies with those categories, then it's time to actually look at who your dream clients actually are. My main tip for this would be to write a list of as many dream clients as you can think of and really do your research here. Go on to different sites for inspiration, maybe go to photographers that you like and see what campaigns they've potentially been photographing, and you can look locally as well as regionally and internationally. And when I say write a list of your dream clients, think about brands, but also think about magazines that you'd also like to do work for or shoot for. This by far is the most important part of making sure that you're going to have an income when you're a fashion photographer, is making sure you know what your style is and what clients you really want to aim for. You need to know who your client is and where your dreams and goals lie with fashion photography. The final step with this is to really make a move. So I think this is where a lot of people tend to get stuck as well. They don't know how to reach out to these brands. I would personally start really small with this and just do something really simple, and I would just go and follow all of those dream clients' social media accounts, because even something as small as that can get your work out there, especially if you've got a lot of your work on your social media accounts, including your Instagram, and you go and follow certain brands who may potentially look at that by chance, which has happened to me on several occasions. It's a really easy and quick way of getting your work in front of those brands. It's important that you find as many ways to get your work in front of these potential clients as possible, and that may mean pitching to them directly by going and finding a contact email address or a phone number if you can. This will definitely require a bit of detective work, but you can sometimes find these details out by potentially working with different contacts, working with different people on collaborations or test shoots, or even going, as I said, to the websites and trying to do a bit of investigative work. LinkedIn is very good for this too. I'm actually going to recommend a specific course for pitching. If you guys are stuck with pitching, I would highly recommend my friend Olivia Bossett's course, Pitching with Confidence. Olivia is a fashion photographer from the UK, and she has created a course specifically specifically for pitching to clients. So if you guys are stuck with this, I would highly recommend taking a look at her work and taking a look at her educational website. I always recommend her course because I think it's just brilliant, and there's not a lot like that out there. So I feel like if you guys are really interested in finding more about that, I always call her the queen of pitching. So definitely go and check out her work and her course. It is down in the description box below. But I hope you guys have really learned a few tips from this video. I hope this has kind of broken it down into a few more simple steps to take when you're looking for those paid clients and you're looking for who your client actually may be. If you guys have any questions about this, please feel free to put it in the comments section below, and I will hopefully be able to get to them ASAP. If you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed to my channel already, please click the subscribe button and the notification bell to make sure you see all of my videos in future. Thanks again for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!